they're both pretty much the same movie. I
Made of
think
the
the
same
second one
cloth.
did a little bit more,
Yeah,
but I can see what you mean about it being very stretched. Like it is very fan servicey and kind of
yeah,
annoying. I'm not gonna lie. There's parts of it that are very annoying,
sure.
but I thought it was a little bit more of a creative idea, and they ran with it in a more creative way, which pretty much involved just a lot of ad campaigns from various companies and Disney's own product.
Right.
So, I mean, hey, it works for them. And as someone who's in a marketing field of study, that was well played. I mean, tooting your own horn like that, I mean, they got the
Sure.
money for it. So,
Absolutely.
but next up is Incredibles 2. I am curious to know what you think about this, but I'm going to keep mine nice, short, and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic idea. However, it was just they waited too long. If they were going to do a sequel, they kind of blew it sitting on it for too long. But overall, the story was good, but the first one I think is by far superior. This is a high B tier movie. It is no means an A.
Um, I have no strong feelings about Incredible. I have no strong feelings about either of the Incredibles movies. I think they rank about the same, with the first one pulling ahead just ever so slightly. So
Wow,
B, also.
I'm I am pretty disappointed in that, but that is your assessment, and you
Yep,
can have it.
exactly.
Inside Out.
Hooray! We've reached my favorite Pixar movie. High A for me. High A for Inside Out. Riley was a very relatable character to me as somebody who has dealt with the emotions of moving many, many times as a kid. It's not an easy thing, and it messes you up when you're a child. So,
Mm,
I can just on that merit alone, plus my personal favorite comedian is in this movie, or was at the time, I guess. Um, I don't know. It really worked for me. So high A.
For me, it's a low A movie. I believe that this idea was very creative. It was well done, well executed, and such a creative concept that it definitely works. Plus, Amy Poehler as Happy, was it
Joy.
Joy? Joy, Joy,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Happy
Perfect,
joy
perfect
joy.
casting. It works.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Lava, the best Pixar short, par to none.
Mm,
That Lava is the best one, and it no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It definitely, if I had to just rate Lava and separate from Inside Out, Lava gets S tier. I still stand by Inside Out getting an A tier, low A.
that's fair. I think I like Lava. I thought it was cute, and that's it.
Fair point.
So I've got no strong feelings about Lava. I've got Monsters Inc. Connect. We're
Same.
at the
Yeah,
stretch,
I
at
think
the
I think we're on
finishing
the same. I
stretch.
think we're on the same pitch until the
Yeah.
end.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So Monsters Inc. I like it. It's a strong story. It's a strong standout story for me. Low A.
Monsters Inc. I liked it. It is a high B movie for me.
Okay.
It's let's just say it was good, and I like the interactions between Sully and Boo.
Mm-hmm.
But just it's one of those movies I can appreciate and really like, but it's not one I need to come back to. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna watch Monsters Inc. again. It's no, I enjoyed it, and there's you don't need to ruin it by watching it again. It is what it is.
So, in the interest of wrapping things up, I'm going to kind of just rapid fire these next four.
Okay,
Um, Coco, um, visually stunning, absolutely beautiful. Um, they pulled the villain twist idea. They executed it flawlessly in a way that Frozen couldn't have even dreamed of doing. Um, I like it. it worked really well. High B. Meet the Robinsons. I saw it once. It was kind of funny. It had a really good message. Nothing spectacular that I'm going to see again. That's B also. Tarzan. I have no real attachment to this story. The animation's really good, but I don't know. I wasn't into it. C. And then the Aristocats is a movie I watched over and over and over again on VHS as a child. I don't know why. That's a very weird movie for me to obsess over as a kid.
I got you.
B for that. And yeah, I just wanted to rapid fire those.
No, I got you. I'll likewise do the same.
Sure.
Coco is a B movie for the reason that you said. I enjoy it. Remember Me, great song.
Mm-hmm.
And Tarzan, also B movie. It's more like Phil Collins the musical.
Exactly.
So I give it a B. It's very well done overall, but it's just there's nothing really that makes it stand out as a Disney movie because it doesn't have a Disney score or soundtrack. It's just
Sure.
Phil Collins.
I feel like with Tarzan, they were trying to do the same with as they did with Elton John and The Lion King, and it didn't work.
No. Meet the Robinsons, I give that low B. It is a great story. I like it. It's just it's kind of zany and not really well designed.
Yeah, well,
It's got a weird design that it's hit or miss. Some characters it works very well with. Some of them are kind of just
this is mid 2000s CG. They were still trying to figure it out.
yeah. I actually had the dinosaur on this list. The
Okay,
dinosaur
yeah,
ride,
go for it.
beautiful. Favorite. That's a lie. That's not my favorite ride. It is my third favorite ride at Animal Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a great ride. I love that ride.
Yeah.
Ride's better than the movie. Movie is just gross. It's an F. It really is. It brings you a Carnotaurus, which is awesome, but overall, like the little lemur monkey creatures, I don't
Yeah, I
know. Just
remember them from watching the trailers.
no, it's gross. Don't do it.
Hmm.
Wash your eyes out with some bleach or something. But actually, don't do that.
Yeah.
Aristocats, I liked it. It is a middle of the. Actually, it's pretty high on my C list. It's.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the animation, but there's just something about like the watercoloriness of it that I
Yeah.
really like. It was creative in a very fun way.
Yeah, for the Xerox era movies, I've always thought that was an especially well done movie. There was a high amount of artistry put into it, honestly.
I'm actually really excited for these last couple, so we
I'm
could try to
excited
be
about a
quick
few
on
of
some of
them.
them. We could be quick on some of them, but there's some of them I definitely want to get into.
I agree. I don't want to get too long into either of them, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely with you on that. So Robin Hood, I like it. Prince John is a fantastic villain. High B for me.
Same for the very same reasons. Plus, the beginning is such just a memorable, like watching everyone like march across the screen. Like
Mhm.
that is one of those movie memories that just sticks with you.
Sure. I'll
Next
let
up
you
is
take lead
Hercules.
on Hercules because the internet's not going to like what I have to say.
Oh, dude, I'm curious to know what you're gonna say, so I'll
Yeah.
just jump. I'll take point. Hercules S tier, gospel, rock opera music works beautifully with this Greek myth, as well as Hades is perhaps one of the best Disney villains of all time. They did
Um,
a fantastic job casting him.
Agree that Hades was a fantastic villain. Hades was to me was the only thing that held this movie together. I do not
False.
like Hercules as a
False.
character. I
Go the Distance is a fantastic song.
I didn't say anything about the music yet. Hercules did not work for me as a character. I was not too big into the gospel angle of telling this story, the gospel music angle of telling this story. I thought it was a little bit weird for me.
It's the muses,
It
man.
didn't sit. It didn't sit well for me.
Damn, that is disappointing.
I really like Go to the I like Go to the Distance. My favorite song is the one that Phil sings, the Phil
So you
training
already.
song.
Oh,
Um, I don't remember what it's called, but that was my favorite song. That's
oh,
not
so you
saying
so you want
much.
to be a hero?
Yeah, the one that starts with
Yep,
that.
yep, that's him. That's the
Okay.
song.
Yeah. D. Sorry, internet.
Wow. Oh, I'm gonna give you shit about that off air.
Oh, fair. That's that.
Uh,
I'm prepared for it. You're not the only one.
Next one, Toy Story 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this a low A.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the obviously all three of the Toy Story movies are A movies in my opinion. I think the best one is Toy Story 2. Toy Story 3 is a close second,
Mm-hmm. Toy
but
Story. Yeah. Sorry.
I also feel like it wrapped it up in a very good way that it made the people who grew up with Toy Story, myself being the person I'm talking about, it wrapped it up very well, but at the same time it just felt a little too forced of like, and here's the situation that's going to make you either go, oh, I want to grow up, or I want to move on with my new kid, or I want to just stick with the stuff. I feel like there's like, they make it look very, no nuance. It's kind of just like, oh, like Woody's an asshole because he doesn't want to go to daycare, he wants to stay with Andy, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good.
3 is my favorite. Of the Toy Story movies. I'll just put that out immediately. Um, I feel like there were really good themes about like. I mean, just in general, Toy Story is just like accepting things that like they're out of your control, I guess.
Mm,
But I feel like 3 really took that idea and ran with it. Lotto Huggin was a really well executed villain. Um, and it just really worked for me. It hit me in a very powerful place for me. So that's high A.
the more I'm thinking about it, the three Toy Story movies are fantastic movies. I just think Toy Story 2 sticks out to me as a perfect sequel.
That's
Toy
fair.
Story 3 is also like, I don't know, they're all A tiers in my book. It's the more and more I'm like looking into it, it's each one did something very well, and I appreciate everything about that. Next one up is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first, and I could gush about this movie. Well, like we're a little over 2 hours right now. I could gush about this movie for an additional 2 hours. It is the best movie in general ever made, if you ask me. The best movie ever made. I will probably have to get into it more in a different episode,
I
but
got you.
this is the very top of the S list. There's nothing that's going to top this movie.
Oh no, it is definitely an S tier movie in my book as well. I knew it's like perhaps your favorite movie. That's when I knew that I saw that on the list. I'm like, there's way, no way he's not gonna put that in S tier. So
Oh yeah,
I'm glad you did not disappoint. But that is also a beautiful movie.
yeah. I will get
Also,
into it later
dueling piano
on.
scene. The dueling piano scene, I think, is the best thing.
Gets the permanent golden chef's kiss. Mwah.
One long. Mwah.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I only have three left on my list.
I've
So,
got 4, and I know you don't have the 2011 Winnie the Pooh.
oh yeah,
I really liked it. I think because it was basically, and a little bit of the history about it is literally like, look, guys, we're not going to be doing any more 2D animation, so just take Winnie the Pooh and do what you will do with it, animators. And it worked out really well. It was it was the strongest of all of the Winnie the Pooh movies, and it was good. The runtime wasn't a problem, but I'm gonna put that in low A.
all
I
right.
recommend it, honestly.
I'll have to give it a watch. It's all
Mm-hmm.
good. Like, there's nothing on here that I'm like gonna avoid, like the plague or the
Yeah,
Rona. I'm just
sure.
kind of.
Mm.
Next up, I have Zootopia.
Me too. I really liked Zootopia when it came out. Really good themes in that movie for me. The story worked really well. Lower A. I don't have any particular gripes or praise.
I liked it a lot. It's the story is fantastic. The only thing is the whole twist with the
Mm-hmm.
twist in it. I that just kind of seemed kind of a mile away, kind of coming. It's.
Yeah,
Mm, I think
yeah.
that did more harm than good, in my opinion. It's top of the B.
Okay,
If
fair.
anything, it could be low A, but I put it on top of the B.
That's fair. Snow White is next. For me, that is an S tier.
I
Um,
concur.
yep,
It's
absolutely.
absolutely an S tier.
Um, I mean, we probably wouldn't be talking about any of these movies without it. So just on that merit alone, honestly,
But
it just
still,
worked. It's
despite it being the first movie, it still, if you watch it today, it's so well done. Like it, it aged very well,
oh, absolutely.
animation style wise.
I don't think that you're going to. I don't think that Snow White, in terms of its quality as a movie, that's not going away.
Yeah,
It
no,
just isn't.
it's plus like there's so many like memorable, like everybody knows like the Seven Dwarves. Like it's crazy how much impact this movie had,
Oh yeah,
and all this,
absolutely.
various things.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Um,
leads us to our last one.
Beauty and the Beast, last one on the list. Um, this is a very tough one for me. As much as I would like this to be on S list, it is very high on the A list for me. I feel like
Same here.
Earworms songs, Be Our Guest is like a legendary Disney song for me, in my opinion. Um,
It is my
yeah.
sister's favorite movie, and I actually destroyed the VHS box art
Oof.
of it, and I think I drew a stick figure instead on it because she was pissed.
Yeah.
Um,
I tried.
growing up watching it, definitely enjoyed it, and I the animated version of it is really good. I don't really like it. I don't give as much hate on the live action in loose
Oh,
quotes
we're
of
gonna
my
have to talk about that in a different episode.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
But given it's the animated one, it is fantastic. It's one of the crown pieces of the Renaissance. It's
absolutely.
There's just something about it where it's like I hate that. For example, I'm a Gaston fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I think in this movie you can be like, oh, like Gaston is a bit of an asshole, but he can also be viewed as the hero from his point of view.
Yeah, that's what makes him a standout villain for sure. Because like
Absolutely,
on the inside, if you were on the inside, you wouldn't see it. And
precisely. It's definitely one of those movies that like it's I think everyone in that movie, like, there's not because I'm not gonna lie, I quote crazy old Maurice all the time. It's such a stupid like throwaway line, but it's always like crazy old Maurice. He's always good for a laugh. It just works.
absolutely.
But we did it. We finished this
Yeah,
list.
that's it. That's our list. So, just a quick recap on my personal cream of the top movies. Roger Who Framed Roger Rabbit at the very top. Pinocchio, Little Mermaid, Lion King, Fantasia, The Three Caballeros, and Snow White. All of those in no particular order for me.
And that's just your S tier.
That is just my S tier.
Mine
I'm not gonna list off anything else.
I got you. My S tier is Tangled, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, A Goofy Movie, The Black Cauldron, Aladdin, Hercules, and Snow White. In no particular order.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's it. I feel like there's definitely a lot of good dialogue. Definitely some tangents that um, we got to get into later on.
Oh, absolutely. It's when it
Absolutely.
comes to something as big as Disney and as has many catalogs of movies, it's really easy to get driven into a different like little variable that you can talk about for such a long time, especially with someone like you who is very much into animation and knows the history behind it.
Absolutely.
So this is definitely something to be picked up at another time.
And yeah, I was gonna say, I will definitely be going into Disney Plus and rewatching or watching for the first time a lot of these movies that either I might change my opinion about or I haven't seen before. There are quite a few I haven't seen before that I definitely need to catch up on, but we'll come back to us. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, so until then, we'll just stay tuned to the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you. If you are listening to the end, thank you for sticking around for sure. We appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a
Good
like.
night, good
Yep.
fight,
Yep.
and this is Joe signing off.
Yep. Signing off also. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Have a good night, everybody.
See you later.